In this week's Torah portion, Tzav, it's a continuation talking about the sacrificial work in the temple from Vayikra. The main difference between Vayikra and Tzav, Vayikra was from the viewpoint of Bnei Israel. Right? Hashem was telling Moshe to tell us about the sacrificial work, whereas Tzav is all about the mindset and the viewpoint of the Kohanim, what they are doing and what's going on perhaps in their minds. And I must admit that looking at the two parashas, it's very difficult to find, to see the big picture and understand what's going on until you read the Haftarot, right? When we read the Haftarot and compare the Haftarot of Vayikra and Tzav, to me at least everything became clear. As we know, right, a Haftarah is like a mirroring image, a continuation, a part B of the Torah portion. And we said last week that Vayikra was all about how sacrificial work brings us closer, right, the individual to Hashem. And when we read the Haftarah there, Isaiah is a continuation. He's basically, right, we have left Hashem, but it is a prophecy of hope and faith, saying you can find Hashem again from within. In Parashat Tzav, which, like I said, nothing bad happens in Parashat Tzav, but the prophecy of Jeremiah is damning. And when you read it carefully, it is actually damning the corrupt spiritual leadership. Now, a few verses before, and our question is how do we connect this to what's going on in the Torah portion? I just want to read you one verse that isn't in the Haftarah. It's a few verses before, but I find it to be the most powerful and an exemplary of what's going on here. We are told in the prophecy of Yirmiyahu, thus said Hashem, Master of Legions, do not trust the false statements of the spiritual leadership that say the sanctuary of Hashem, the sanctuary of Hashem, the sanctuary of Hashem. It's all about be wary of your spiritual leaders. Yirmiyahu is doing us a huge favor. And when I read Tzav, I ask, well, what's the connection? There's one pasuk, which is a direct connection to Yirmiyahu's warning. When we read about the different work of the Kohen and the Bet Mikdash, one of the interesting things we are told, and it's a precedent we don't see this anywhere else in the Torah. We are told that while the Kohen is giving a certain sacrifice, we are also concerned with what's going on in his mind. And we are told that if a Kohen who's giving a sacrifice and he's meant to eat, right, the leftovers within a couple of days or in a certain place, if while he's sacrificing he is thinking of eating it at a later time, beyond 2 days or somewhere else, that is called figul. As a result, his sacrifice is rejected and he gets karet. That's right. The worst of possible punishments. His soul is detached from the unbreakable connection of Jewish souls. Now, I don't know about you, but this doesn't appear anywhere else in the Torah, and even if we compare it to V'ahavta et Hashem b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha, right, loving Hashem, this is very different. Loving Hashem is per se, but to be told that we need that a Kohen, we're looking into the kishkas of what's going on in his mindset of logistically where he's going to eat a sacrifice. I wouldn't have needed this verse, right? Why does this verse need to be here? And I connect it directly to Yirmiyahu's prophecy. I think it's because I think that Tzav might be about the viewpoint of the Kohanim, but I think Tzav is not only a tzivui given by Moshe or Hashem to Moshe to the Kohanim of how to do sacrificial work, but through Yirmiyahu, I think it is a tzivui to us to be wary of our spiritual leaders. I think that the pasuk with figul is here to tell us you never know what your spiritual leader is thinking, and be wary. Because just like in Vayikra, we were told about the importance of finding Hashem from within and having that faith. Here we are told that perhaps sometimes that's not enough if you have a spiritual leadership that is corrupt, which you chose, and can lead you to Galut, not to Geulah. May we have not only faith, but also a strong and righteous, powerful spiritual leadership. Shabbat Shalom.